On debate, Senatrice Bellemare, for the balance of your time.
Merci, Monsieur le Président.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. I will pick up where I left off. So, S-208 is very clever, as I said. It's important to understand it's composed of three parts: a preamble, a declaration on the essential role of artists and creative expression in Canada, and an action plan to guide the implementation of the declaration by the Government of Canada. The originality of this bill lies in the fact that the adoption of an action plan contributes to giving legal status to the declaration on the essential role of artists and creative expression in Canada. This declaration, which is the result of the work and consultations of Senator Bovey, is the backbone of this bill. The committee will then have to take the time to consult again with individuals, collectives, and local and provincial governments to make them aware of the declaration. The committee will need to determine whether there was a clear consensus on this declaration and whether it can be improved. It's important that the provinces participate in the work of the committee that'll receive the bill in order to create synergies and specific collaborations with each provinces. Reading the bill, however, raised some questions for me. First, as the declaration in the schedule is an integral part of the bill and, as far as I know, can only evolve through a revision of the law, the committee will have to ask itself whether it is complete. The declaration in the schedule deals mainly with elements related to accessibility to art and artistic expression and the possibility for artists to benefit fully from the value created by their art. Are there any elements to add? I believe so, especially with regard to an artist's economic situation. Second question, as my colleague Senator Cormier asked, couldn't the Canada Council for the Arts play a more active role in the articulation and implementation of the action plan? In fact, wouldn't it be more effective to amend the Canada Council's legislation to give it a direct role in promoting the declaration? So, third question. Since the declaration is silent on the economic status of the artist, would it be appropriate to make a link or links in the declaration to the content of the Status of the Artist Act? I don't have an answer to that, but maybe there is no consensus on this issue. Last point. I'm particularly pleased with item G of the declaration, which calls for, and I quote, reversing the trend in all areas that concern artists, the arts, and creative expression in Canada. Quebec offers a very interesting example for the rest of the country. Indeed, in Quebec, there's a policy for the integration of arts into the architecture and environment of government and public buildings and sites, and this policy is already 50 years old. In 1961, Quebec adopted a measure consisting of allocating about 1% of the construction budget, for a building or public site to the creation of a work of art. And so, since the bill was adopted, over 3,700 works of art resulting from the policy for the integration of art and architecture have been created in public places in Quebec. So, Senators, I urge you to adopt this bill at second reading so it can be referred to committee. Thank you so much.
Senator Martin.